still see it just as a black.
Alright,
Oh, I see the game now. Yay, Finnery.
okay, it's back?
Yeah, I see it now.
Sweet. Okay, so now that we have a herd, let's talk about some Metro Last Light.
I am watching it at the same time I'm playing Star Wars: The Old Republic.
Nice. Do you see it in motion now?
Oh yeah.
Sweet. Alright. So yeah, this is Metro Last Light. I'm wearing a gas mask. I'm gonna take that off now. Put it back on. Take it off again. I got some
damage.
Yeah, my gas mask is a little fucked up. I was in kind of a accident here with my little train car buggy thing. This thing is pretty rad. You'll notice it's gotten a little fucked up as the game has progressed. This sequence is from about halfway, third of the way through the game, somewhere in there. I've gotten a chance to upgrade some guns, like I put this sweet night vision scope on my assault rifle. I put this silencer on my shotgun. And I put a silencer, a stock, and a scope on this pistol, so it's kind of a little rifle on its own now.
Cool.
And it's a Metro game, so I can have a little light I can turn off and on. If I use the light, I have a lighter I can pop out. Be like, hey, check out my lighter. I got this thing. I gotta crank power my flashlight back up.
Crank power.
Yeah, as I'm running my flashlight, that voltmeter will slowly burn down. And I'll occasionally just shock myself with this generator, apparently. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, Metro's kind of janky. Oh, so I have this big ass clipboard that has my quest on it. Look at this clipboard. Also, at any given time, I can do this.
What's that supposed to do? Just to see?
Yeah, I have this great big bullet lighter. That didn't serve a lot of purpose in the first game. It was just kind of there. You can actually do some things with it in this one, but yeah, it's just kind of there. So I'm getting my rail car. Driving along. I'm gonna go through all this irradiated nonsense. Metro Last Light takes place shortly after Metro 2033, both of which take place in Russia after, like, nuclear war has gone down and everything is kind of fucked. I'm gonna ram through this wall now. These dudes are super pissed off at me. So these are refugees. Because there's two factions in post-apocalyptic Russia. So who do you think these two factions are, Michi? Yep.
They're both Russian?
They are. Now, if you were in the post-apocalypse, and you had two factions that you had to side with, and both of them were going to be awful because it was this game, what two factions would you pick?
Neither.
Ponies?
Now, if you picked Nazis and Stalin-era communists, you'd be pretty much spot on, because those are your two sides. So what's going on here is some bandits have taken a bunch of women and children hostage, and I need to go save them. I don't have to, actually. I can just ditch all these people and go on to my mission. This entire sequence is one giant side quest. And we'll see if the frame rate just tanked itself while I'm playing this time. Alright. So, I killed these horrible rapist assholes. They're all dead. And the cool thing about Metro is the bad guys behave kind of like people. Like, their asshole rapist buddy is coming along to see what the hell's going on. And then I shoot him in the head. One of the awesome things about this game is people tend to wear headlamps, which means you've got an immediate target every time somebody walks by. Just trot along and headshot dudes. Every one of these guns start out as just a gun by itself, and I've been putting modifications on these. I can also take them from people. But I found this suppressed pistol with a scope to be kind of unbelievably good.
That's crazy that you had the accuracy with the pistol.
Yeah, well, this is part of because I put a stock on it too, so I'm basically bracing it. Without this, thing is not that accurate. Also, you can just... So this is one of the problems with the game. Like, that guy took 6 shots with a gun, and I immediately killed that guy in one hit with a throwing knife. That seems kind of weird. We'll save this dude. Yeah. You thought you were done for. They took everyone still alive, the kids and the women. This is kind of early in the game. This is their first real attempt to introduce, like, the moral choice system to you. The first Metro was kind of infamous for having a really good ending and a kind of shitty ending, and you had to basically be perfect to get the good ending. The first Metro is also kind of just broken in a lot of really fundamental ways. This game is much more functional as a game. Like, I've got the whole left trigger, right trigger thing with shooting. The guns do what I want them to. They feel better. Just moving around the game world feels better. It runs way better. Yeah, I mean, all that in general is pretty solid. Where this kind of falls off in weird spots is this game feels very easy compared to the first Metro. I did not die playing this game.
At all?
No.
Never.
No. I died a lot in that first Metro. Like, a lot. And like, the first Metro was almost like the Stalker games. It was rough. So that I just never died at all in this is kind of weird. Also, I think I just hit a weird glitch where I just appeared on the wrong side of the car here. So I need to be over here.
Just that one fact that you never, like, it's not hard enough that you ever die is, like, discourages you from playing it.
Well, I played on normal. There's hard, and there's also Ranger mode, which is hard and takes away all of the HUD elements. So you can add stuff to this game to make it tougher. And, yeah, I don't really play this game for, like, the challenge or any of that. I play it for the weird, like, just kind of crazy atmosphere. Like, this whole world they set up in the subway tunnels under Moscow. Like, that's just generally kind of fucked. Game looks great. Like, you can watch this guy's headlamp trail around and kind of try to avoid it. Or you can do this and just step out and headshot him.
Are you underground, like, the whole game?
No, you actually do go above ground. The problem is everything above ground is still crazy irradiated and filled with toxins. So I have to put on a gas mask for that. And you see how when I pop up the gas mask, there's that little timer in like the lower left or lower right?
Oh, yeah.
That 803? That's how much time I have before I suffocate and die.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. Like, your gas mask is good for that long, then you're boned. Alright. And you see, like, all these guys are carrying various guns, and I can get different stuff off of them over time. There's a light mechanic in here, where the brighter lit I am, the easier it is to spot me. But at the same time, there's, like, that dude should have really seen me. And he didn't at all. There's a little mechanic up here where I can choose to kill or knock out people. I've never seen a reason not to just stab dudes. Oh! There's a lot of stabbing people in the neck in this game. And by that I mean there's a staggering amount of stabbing people in the neck in this game, Mishy. So I opened that door without clearing out this side, so that means all these guys just got pissed off. And the music will pick up a little bit and get all tense. So we're just gonna bust out the AK, because loud is gonna be okay here. There's a lot of shooting sequences like that where you're kind of like bouncing around between doorways and other weird stuff, like where you have kind of cover, but not really. This pistol that I picked up, I wound up using for the entire game after I got it here.
With the scope?
Yeah, the scope, it's silenced, and it has a 20 round magazine, so you can just, like, you can just pop off shots with it, just over and over. There are a lot of other guns in the game. I wound up picking like 3 and just going with them. Really, I wound up using like that pistol and the AK, and I would swap out between different shotguns and a couple other of the pneumatic weapons. One of the awesome things in the game is that these crazy like air guns and air-powered crossbows that you have to like pump up to use, and over time they'll lose their air pressure, so you have to monitor that and your ammo count.
Yeah, it's a lot of monitoring stuff.
Yeah. And I love, like, the aesthetic of this game. Like, this shotgun looks like it's just been bolted together from random crap. Like, look at this thing. It looks like I built this in wood shop. Alright. So you can hear these guys coming up. They're talking in Russian. I'm playing the full game in Russian. One of the options is you can play the entire thing in Russian voice with subtitles. That's what I wound up doing, because the game sounds amazing like this, and you get this whole like stranger in a strange land vibe with it. Um, also, throwing knives are really, really great in this game.
Dude, you just took him out like hey.
Yeah, like the throwing knives are like unbelievably overpowered in this. You just fling a knife and people just die almost immediately. And the throwing knives are also completely silent, which makes it very easy to pull off a lot of stealth kills. You see I'm picking up like bullets that have a little money sign by them. If I go up here, I can swap between my guns, and you can also see up at the very top here, I can swap between what kind of ammo I'm using. So, if I go to right bumper, I'll swap magazines. And what that is these are my dirty bullets. These are like the stuff that's been kind of manufactured and rebuilt because we're in the apocalypse and everything's awful. The other ones are the clean bullets, which are also the currency in the game. Now they're way more.
The dirty bullets have radiation on them?
No, the dirty bullets are just not as good. Like the clean bullets will shoot better. They're a little bit more accurate. They will do more damage, but they're also the currency. So if I shoot all those off, I can't really do much past that. Alright. I'm gonna go down here and explore. I'm not sure how I feel about the silent shotgun thing. This is kind of weird.
Silent shotgun.
Yeah. I don't really know what to do with that. And all these guys got shot to death. That seems bad for them. And there's some bullets on this dude, so hey, oh god! So,
oh my god.
Yeah, one of the things you run into in the game, in addition to dudes, there's a lot of like just crazy mutant creatures roaming around in the subway tunnels. And the encounters with those play out a little bit differently, where with people it's all about like suppressed guns and being quiet and stealthy. With the monsters, it's about firepower. So there's a different modification for the shotgun that gives it 4 barrels instead of a silencer, and then that becomes very effective later on in the game.
That thing was scary. You stabbed it.
Yeah, you stab a lot of things in the face in this game. Alright. So this is my optional side quest. These people are horrible bandits, and all these people have been kidnapped, so I gotta go try and save them. I forgot my frame rate's just gonna go to dog shit in some spots. The game plays great, but very rarely the frame rate will just tank. Mostly it's been outside in various weather sequences. I'm not quite sure why, but it just decides, like, nah, I don't want to do stuff anymore. Oh! Knife in the back of the head. Yeah, you stab a lot of dudes. I can optionally knock out every one of those guys. There's like this little morality system. But I figure, it's the apocalypse, everything's awful. I'm gonna stab people.
How did that guy not notice you killed the other guy?
Yeah, there's occasional things like that where they just don't seem to be able to see stuff the way you would expect them to, and that's kind of a bummer. But It's almost like they overcorrected from the first game, because in the first game the stealth section was just broken. Like
Oh, way
anything,
too hard.
like stealth would just not work. Everything would just immediately spot you and you die. I stabbed that dude pretty good, or shot him in the head. Characters look really good.
Does he have little hair?
Yeah.
They look pretty good, dude.
Alright, and quick time events!
Die, you bitch.
Punched in the head, and he's dead. And the thing is, this whole sequence, I didn't play any of this the first time through the game. Like, this whole area is completely optional. You can actually just bypass it in its entirety. And there's not... Like, it doesn't have much... You know, it's like nobody comes and calls you awful. You don't just lose or something because of this. You can just... Like I'm doing right now. Like, I can just get in this car and drive away. And that's one of the things I think is really compelling about this game, is there's so many pieces like that that are just kind of there. You know, and in this case, I just fucked up my car.
It already looked pretty messed up.
Yeah, but now it's dead. You know, I fist bumped the car goodbye. And then we're proceeding on into things that are really pretty awful. Alright, so this is where I start getting like one of the monster sequences in the game. Yeah, see that? That's bad. That's bad.
Tentacles.
Yeah, that's this dude. So I'm just gonna bolt at this point. Because these guys are not okay. And this is where we realize this game is awesome, because Mishy, check out my 4-barrel shotgun.
What?
And we'll end with this. I'll actually stop. I'll just probably die in this sequence anyway.
You're gonna don't be. You can do it.
But this will be a good spot to leave off, because there's a few sequences like this in the game. Where I'm actually going to go up here, because I'm going to be fighting a lot of monsters. This is one of the weapon upgrades. There's a whole bunch of them that you can either find or purchase with bullets, which is kind of awesome. Oh, monster. He died.
Why did it not kill him?
Oh, it did. 4-barrel shotgun kills everything. Oh, hi. Oh. And this is like, yeah, there's a few sequences like this where it's just, you gotta hold out, there's a whole bunch of monsters. I jumped in the boat. And yeah, almost dying, and then angry people yelling at me in Russian. I think that's pretty much Metro.
Why would they even bother to subtitle dub it to English?
Yeah, it's like angry guy yelling at me in Russian. And you'll get these little spots between chapters. But yeah, that was a chapter in Metro. There's a bunch of them. I really like this game. It scratches a lot of like really important itches in terms of this stuff. So yeah, you should check that out. And
Steam?
yep, Steam, Xbox 360, I think PlayStation 3. That sounds right. Sure.
And it's only single player?
It is only single player. I finished my first playthrough in about 10 hours, but like I just showed you, that was a good half-hour chunk of the game that I just bypassed the first time through. So, there's a pretty good amount of that stuff. But yeah, Metro, I think you should get this, because it's pretty rad.
I think that's gonna scare me.
That
Which
may
is
be,
always a good thing.
that may be true. Cool. Bye.